Gus Kenworthy's 2018 Olympic run ended without a medal, but as one of the first two openly gay men to represent the US, he said, "I'm walking away more fulfilled without a medal than I did at the last games with one." He also starred in a commercial for Head & Shoulders, and as part of his work for the Shoulders of Greatness campaign, he talked for the Win about draining that hematoma, his friendship with Adam Rippon, his boyfriend, and what's next. "You competed with a broken thumb and a hematoma on your hip. How are they doing now? My thumb and my hip are okay. My thumb is broken, but it's really not too bad, nothing's out of place, there's no need to have surgery or anything. It's really pretty minor. My hip, I'm assuming, will probably be better in a week or two. It's just a big hematoma that needed to be drained, and now it's a big bruise, but nothing too debilitating. It was disgusting. It also hurts so bad because they didn't do anything for it. They rubbed a little numbing thing on the skin where the needle was going in, but that was it. Then the actual injection, it was a huge needle because the hematoma was massive. In order to drain it, they had to keep moving the needle around in the skin, and kind of twisting it and pushing it up and down, so that hurt. They didn't know how much blood they were going to get out of it, so they had to keep switching the cartridge, and it ended up being 140 cc's of blood. In between cartridges, when they were switching it over, the little bit that was still in my skin was just spraying blood, which was just disgusting. There was so much blood, and so much pressure, it was just forcing myself out. Are you squeamish? Did that bother you? No, it's really strange. I'm 100% not squeamish about anything with my own body in regard to pain. I've had fractures, I've had compound fractures, I've had many injuries where I've been bleeding and bruised, and I've been totally fine. If I see anybody else get hurt, I'm completely useless. I was at a photo shoot when I was 17, and the other skier I was with hit a stump, and he hit his teeth into the roof of his mouth. The other person that was filming said, "Gus, we need you to go get medical," and I am so embarrassed to say I was completely useless. He was more functioning without his teeth than with this crazy injury. The sight of his blood and the injury, I couldn't move. I'm good with my own, but I have a hard time seeing anyone else get hurt. I think that means you're compassionate, so that's a good thing. Just don't get hurt around me because I won't be able to help you. Let's talk about something better. Your kiss with your boyfriend during your competition was on NBC. What has the response been like? The response has been insane. It's been overwhelming how much support there's been. It's really made news, which is crazy, because in so many ways, I wish that it wasn't newsworthy. But I also think it's really important, and for me, I never had a role model in sports that was out and gay and anyone I felt like I could look up to. I think had I seen an Olympian, or an NBA player, an NFL player, someone having that moment with their boyfriend, their partner, it would have made it a lot easier for me as a kid. I hope that it gave some comfort to someone watching at home. In the moment, it was not even something we thought about. I didn't even know the cameras were rolling. It was just a really small peck to say good luck on my way up, and it's become something so much more. It's been fun to see you and Adam Rippon's friendship. Had you met before the Olympics? No, we hadn't met prior to Korea. We had been messaging each other, texting each other. He was filling me in on his qualifying process, checking in with me on mine. I was rooting him on during his events. We already kind of had a friendship before Korea even started. Then we met at opening ceremonies. We were backstage for 2 hours, and just chatted and giggled the whole time, walked opening ceremonies together, have hung out a couple times and become really good friends. What does it mean to have the support of another gay, American athlete? It means the world to me. It means the world to have everyone's support, but I think it's incredible to have him here, because he understands everything I'm feeling and going through, and I feel and understand everything he has in front of him. I totally understand his pressures, and we can relate. Even if we don't talk about that, we have an understanding of what each other are going for. And you've been a big fan at the Olympics, too, cheering US teammates. What is the best part of doing that? Everybody likes to be a fan. I think there's so many people that don't even like sports who become crazy fans during the Olympics. It's just so much bigger than sport. For me, I grew up loving the Olympics, and then to get to be here has been incredible. I've tried to really soak it in. I've gone and watched events I never would have expected myself to have wanted to go and see. I've cheered my teammates on, I've made some amazing friends, it's just fun getting to be here. What sport has surprised you? Curling. We were screaming yesterday at the match between Canada and the US. I was getting very heated, and I was surprised I was. It's not the most exciting sport, but it was. I just didn't realize it. Photo by Albello, Getty Images. Photo by Albello, Getty Images. What's the best piece of Olympic swag you've gotten? The opening ceremony and closing ceremony uniforms are pretty insane. I think Ralph Lauren did an amazing job, and the gloves that were part of the opening ceremony are now my most prized possession. I'm lucky because I'm on Ralph Lauren and I got to steal a pair for everyone in my family. You're through your event, sticking around in Pyeongchang for the closing ceremony. What's next? I don't totally know. I wish I knew what was next for me. I'm kind of going back and forth in my head on whether or not if I want to try and make it to another games. 4 years is a long way away, but I think despite not having the performance I want here, I'm actually skiing really well and I'm happy with where my skiing is. I know that I can continue to compete and do well, but I just don't know if it would be for 4 more years. It's something I still considering. Other than that, I'd love to go somewhere warm, spend some time with friends and family and people I haven't gotten to see in the qualifying process. Could you choose one word to sum up these Olympics? Gay. More. UFC fighter refuses to win after opponent slips in classy display of sportsmanship. Very average skier competed in the Olympic halfpipe without attempting a real trick. Jimmy Johnson's message to Danica Patrick after Daytona 500. Thank YOUFTW explains, why do Team USA speed skaters have their crotches highlighted on the uniforms? Always sunny. References in Kent State pictures. Bio leaves ESPN commentator utterly confused. Redder share this story. http://ftw.usatoday.com/2018/02/Gus-Kenworthy-Adam-Rippon-Friendship